People say bigger is better. We'll find out. Welcome to Dcraft Omicron. Let's redo that. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Dcraft Omicron Edition, available on CurseForge, with your host, GrampyJAG. That's GrampyJAG. GrampyJAG. Not Jack. Everybody calls me Jack. Not Jack. I'm Jag. I'm Jag. I'm Jag. Ow, I hit my head. In case you're seeing blue lines behind me, you are not imagining that. We are going to set up a full-size quarry. And to do that, you need a kit. So here's my kit. And it should have most everything I need. It may need a few things extra because I ain't done a full-size one yet. But in this kit, you will find landmarks and redstone torches. And this is how you're going to tell the quarry where it needs to quarry. And we're going to break and come back because damn if it isn't nighttime again. This always seems to happen. Chugga, 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 chugga. Woo! 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 There we go. Now it's morning. Oh, and we can show you this. So I have started building my bee houses. I got combs, but I have no drones or anything yet. Hopefully this doesn't fizzle on me. I also need to make sure I have this somewhere on me. Get some more breeding stock and different types. Not really out to breed the bees or get any of the special drops or anything. I am after the wax. Use copious amounts of beeswax. At least I did last time I ran this. I've made a few changes, so hopefully if it all works, knock wood, won't need as much wax because I spent way too much time collecting wax and processing it and yada yada yada. Which means I will need to set up some carpentry stuff, which means I will need a source of RF. Yay, one thing leads to another. At least we got JEI, and that covers most of what we gotta cover. Oh, there's Rory having a hissy fit. So anyhow, what you're going to do is you're going to pick a spot for your quarry, which is where this redstone torch is. And once you got the spot fixed, you're going to go one forward, and you're going to drop a landmark, which is just a redstone torch that you have put lapis lazuli on top of. Once that is placed, you put your red torch down, and it makes these lines. And you go out along each of the axes like this. Run, 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 run. Hope there's no sharks jumping out of the water. And at the end of these lines, or actually anywhere along these lines, you can drop another landmark. And you're going to do this for both axes. So you don't have much choice with the first one because you want to dig out in front of you. So you're going to go out front like I just did. However, you could go either right or left. I went this way. So all this area of ocean is going to get mined. And I have another landmark way down there at that little bump. So great, we have these in. Now what do? You take an empty hand. You see my empty hand? And we are going to right click. You see where that hitbox is? Boom. And you now have two red lines. Now we could also have put a landmark up here if we wanted to have a much taller quarry. But in this case, what's the point? You'll see, we'll go over how to do that later when we get to a place where it actually makes a difference. So now that we have, well, really had a whale. We're having a whale of a good time. So anyhow, now that you got your red lines, we're going to take the redstone torch out, and we're going to make this whale's day very bad, probably. Get our quarry. Put our redstone torch away. And this will make a big clang, because we're going to set it down right by the torches, or the landmarks. That breaks the landmarks and they drop. And chances are they dropped into the ocean, and I'm not going to recover them because I can't dive that deep. I always walk out just to look, so I don't have to make another one. Maybe this one's gone. It's down there someplace. Fortunately, they're relatively cheap, as long as you got lapis. And oh baby, have I got lapis. You notice I'm using it as decoration blocks, the buffers at the end of the rails. So I still got 4 in there, and maybe I'll pick up the extra one here. He's hanging around, which does not look like he is, and that is, yeah, I might survive that. Let's try it. Bloop. And they don't always land right here. But looks like I did pick him up. So they tend to drift a little bit sometimes. I'm going to have to get something to eat. All right, great. So let's get a little food going. There we are. Now we can start building our setup. And I'm going to need my kinesis and my Stirling engines, and we're going to need 2 pieces of redstone because I need to make 2 new wood kinesis pipes. There we go. All right, the other thing we need to do, we're going to F3G. That's going to give our chunk borders. So we want to try and stay inside these chunk borders, which is with as much of our equipment as we can. So I think I'm going to set my engines up over here. We're going to run our line here, so we're going to come over, and we need to be in, out 2, so yeah, 5 and 6. There we go. Just enough room for 6. I was going to do 8. I didn't quite have what I needed to make 8, so we're doing 6. And that keeps us in the lines. Conveniently, we picked up some sand, so there we go. And I didn't grab it. I go back and grab myself a switch and a lever and some redstone. Redstone and 1 lever. Oh, damn. I have to do another something down here. Oh, that was not the something we wanted to do. Thought I was on the sand. Oof, there we go. All right. That's right, we got to squat, and then we can put the redstone down. go. Next thing, let's get some fuel and some gold kinesis pipes. That's not a gold. There's some gold. I may need to have some more gold. What did I say I need? Oh, fuel. So charcoal. Okay, torch, you gotta go away. Yep, one short. Always one short. Potatoes getting in the way. Alrighty. Let's see, we got 6, so Mr. Potato can get out of the way. You can get out of the way. You can get out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spread those out. Yay. So now we have a more or less even amount of charcoal. Get it started. This runs out, I'll probably have enough charcoal to put blocks in. I got a batch almost ready to fire. Alright, so there we go. If I were to turn this on, we would have a mess. So, well, actually wouldn't have a mess. First it would put our things out. But we're not going to worry about that at the moment because it's starting to get dark again because the days are way too... Hey, you know what? I learned something. I have a bed. Let's put a couple extra torches out here just for safe measures. There we go. Since it's not a blood moon, we can do this. Yay. Now let's get that puppy picked back up. Actually, let's leave it there. We might need that out here. I'll have to make another spare bed. So, in any case, I was going to show you what happens if, and in the meantime, I'm going to start getting my other stuff together while that's building. So we need the diamond pipes, we need that. I need a void pipe. I've got the gold pipes. I think that's everything we need. We'll grab the crafting table just in case. Alright, so we want our sort area here. Then we're probably going to make it L-shaped. So we'll go like that. Like so. And let's see if we have enough pipes to do this. Where did I put my, oh, there's my diamond pipes. Great. I'm going to preload diamond pipes. I'm probably not going to use them all. So I will have to put some flow throughs. Oh, goodness gracious me. You got to shift. And this is supposed to be a diamond pipe. Oh, goodness. Did I mention that these things are very sensitive to how much pressure you put on them? Well, they are. Oh, there it goes. See? Ah! Let me up to my thing. See, if you don't have a pipe connected, it will just start throwing stuff out into the world. Oof, there it goes, all that sand. Yay. So let's get the rest of this piped. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. All right, so you remember I told you if you wanted to do a void pipe, it's best to do it as close as possible. Come on, let me up. There we go. This is where we are going to put the void pipes. Straight up, stays out of the way. So I have 2 others. If I need extra void, I don't think I'm going to need more than 8 filters, but if I need extra, I can put up to 2 more void pipes. Actually, I could put 3 more void pipes. I could go up, down, out, and to the side. We're going to start with just the one. And we're going to look at an initial pull on these things. So what I'm going to do here, what's unusual? Let's go find a flower. There, something we wouldn't pull from the ocean floor. And we're going to try and keep everything in, where'd it go? In this first box, so we can see what's coming through and if there's any junk we want to get rid of, like mud, corals, things like that. So now that I have that dandelion in there, this will only let dandelions through. So all of these are closed off from here down. These are all closed off. By the way, you notice this doesn't have a diamond pipe. If we decide to sort, the things we sort will go into the various chests. I ain't gonna go into that chest. I ain't got a pipe. There. But when we're done, anything that's left over will wind up in the trash box. And we're not gonna use a trash can because there might be something slips through that we want, that we forgot about. So you always have that as a safety on the end. So now I can, you know what? We need to put some sand blocks in there. Otherwise, I'm going to keep doing that all the time I'm out here. There we go. So now we can turn this on, and it will start doing its thing. And it'll start sorting sand into the box. And everything's going to go into the first box at this point. So I'm going to say we're going to filter dirt, and we're going to filter cobblestone. Wait. I forgot to block that off. You saw what just happened? And what color is that? That is white. We need to put a blocking filter on the white. That pushes everything through except for whatever else is there, which is going to be cobblestone and dirt at this point. It's probably also going to be flint. I didn't bring any flint with me. There. Now that's working properly. Otherwise, every about third block would go up into the void pipe and we'd lose it. So we're getting diatomite, we're getting sand, we're getting driftwood at this point, and we'll keep all those. So the first time you do a quarry, a full-size quarry like this, or you start in a new area, you're probably going to be sitting out here and watching quite a bit so that you can update your void pipes. And that's pretty much what we're going to do for the next several Minecraft days. This is going to take a good long time with only 6 engines, 6 Stirling engines running. I had wanted to set up a few more. I didn't have the resources at the time, so if we can, we will add a few more engines along here. probably along this line, and then we will have the power line here, and we'll just get rid of that front power line. So it'll feed off all 12 engines and then in on one line. So you can see it out there, reducing that island to nothing. So this is this here GrampyJAG. Y'all have a great day, and mine. Now you have the secret to wealth, happiness, and success in the Dcraft world. You have a full-size operational quarry. This is going to make your life so much easier and let you get into so many other things. Assuming you can keep up with that charcoal. Just saying. All right, so this is where we got to give the pitch. We haven't done it for a while. Do the dance. You see, I did dance. Ooh, ba-doo, 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 just like kids. It was all weird all over the place. Did dance, sing a little song. La, 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 la. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe. My face is over there in the corner. Hit it. Hit it hard. Subscribe if you want to. Buy me a coffee. Buy a coloring book. Coming in the near future, you'll be able to buy posters. Wouldn't that be great? Leave a comment. Hit the thumbs up. I actually am thinking that leaving the comment and the thumbs up are the more important parts right now, but subscriptions, yeah, we need those too. And here's why I keep mentioning it. If we can start making a little money off the channel, and it don't take much, we can do things like servers, hire editors, things like that. Can't do nothing as long as I'm paying for all this out of my meager, and I do mean meager, salary. It's not even a salary. I work hourly. Oh, no, woe is me. So, anyhow, not to be harping, but yeah, we got to do this every few episodes. So you enjoy living in a Dcraft world, watching me as I actually play through the mod pack I designed. Bye. Next time, we're going to take a look at all we've accomplished.